Guess what, you guys? Ikea has some brand new products. So in today's video, we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Before we do that though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. But let's talk about these 22 new Ikea products. So as we do in every Ikea video, I'm going to have all the names up on the screen and all of the links down in the description box. I am not Swedish, so I'm not going to try to pronounce the words, but let's just get started. The first new product at Ikea is this sofa for $849. It comes both in red and in gray. Now I have to say that the red color kind of fits into the ugly category in my opinion. But what I really love about the sofa is it reads mid-century because it has these nice 7.5-inch legs that give you ample height. So if you really want to help your space look larger, or you just need a place for your Roomba to go under your sofa, this is the perfect sofa for you. So Ikea used to have this horrible collection of linen products called Puder Viva, but now they have this new dye tag collection, and I'm going to talk about all of the things in the dye tag collection. But first I want to talk about these dye tag linen duvet covers. So these are the good. These are fantastic. They are 100% linen. They come in gray, they come in white, they come in like a tan color, and I am living for them. I love these. They feel really soft to the touch. They're washed linen, and the benefit of washed linen is it's washed. The fibers are a little bit more relaxed. Sometimes linen can be very scratchy, but that is not the case with this one. The sets come with a duvet cover and 2 shams, so you are good to go, and I'm really excited about this. The only bad side of these new duvet covers is that they don't have ties on the inside, so your duvet is kind of just like floating around in there and hoping for the best. In terms of pricing, this dye tag duvet cover is going to cost you $120 for the queen version and then $150 for the king version. In terms of pricing, it's actually pretty comparable to the luxury brands. You're only going to save about $50 or so. So if you're balling on a budget, get these, but otherwise you actually may want to go the luxury route. The next item in the dye tag collection that I want to talk about is this pillow cover. So it only comes in the 26 by 26, so it is the large size. And I actually own one of these. It comes in the dark beige, and it also comes in a dark gray, I believe. And I love them. They are the linen feel. They're extremely oversized. Like, this is a pillow that true to size even won't do it justice. You want to go even larger. So you're going to have to head over to Amazon and get pillow inserts there because Ikea does not have them. I will link some down in the description box. But I love these. I will say they do have wrinkle to them because they are 100% linen, but they are definitely worth a try if you want a nice organic look. And for Ikea, they're a little bit more expensive for a pillow cover. They are $20 a piece, but you really only need 2 of them in a space because they are so massive. Last but certainly not least, I have to talk about the curtains in the dye tag collection. They are $69.99, and that is for a set of 2. They come in blue, white, dark gray, beige, and pink, I believe. Again, they are 100% linen. You can see through them a little bit. They are light filtering, but not everyone will be able to see your business. I really love these if you're into the modern organic, the wabi sabi, the japandi, any of those styles that are really trending right now. You are going to want to pick these up, and you can just use the basic Ikea hardware to put them up. Now, if you saw my last Ikea video where I talked about Ikea products under $20, that means that you have been introduced to this new collection. And if you haven't seen that video yet, be sure to click up above to check it out. I have tons of Ikea videos and I have an Ikea playlist, so if you love Ikea, you have to subscribe and check those out. But this is the Ambonod Collection, and they actually have this napkin set of 4. This set of 4 napkins is actually only $10, and I love these. They are a beige color, and I think they're supposed to be beige and gray, but in person they read beige and like a dark blue to me. I love the way they look on a countertop, and they're huge napkins actually, right? So you can eat like the messiest food in the world and get by with these napkins, and honestly, that's something you need to consider when you're doing some napkin hunting. And to go along with those napkins, you can also pick up the coordinating bowls. You get a set of 2 bowls for $14.99. It's a good price for bowls. I will say that these bowls are kind of shallow, so this is something you might use for like a cereal or something like this. This is not a serving bowl, and they do not have coordinating serving bowls, so you're going to have to mix and match when it comes to something like that. Another new collection of dinnerware is this Enthusiasm collection, and you actually get get 4 bowls for $14.99. I love this collection because it really reads traditional to me, right? It reminds me of like China, but you have it in the green as opposed to in the traditional blue that you would see with a Chinaware, but they also have a blue as well. I love that all of these bowls are distinct. They have a different pattern. The only similarity really is like the floral essence of it and then the coloring. So I really love these. They also have coordinating plates and mugs and the whole 9 yards. I feel like IKEA this fall is really stepping it up when it comes to the dinnerware, and honestly, I swear by it. I have dropped many of IKEA plates on the floor. You're like, Kiva, what are you doing? Well, I've done it, and they have really honestly held up beautifully. Now, the second I saw this duvet cover on the floor at IKEA, I had to have it. This duvet cover is $65 for the full. So this is one of the more affordable duvet covers, and it comes with 2 shams. So what I love about this is it comes in green and blue in this check, and then it also comes in a black and white. The black and white looks identical to one that they have from Brooklyn, and the checks are just a little bit closer together. I actually brought this one home in the green for the guest room, and it's really nice and soft to the touch. I really love it. The only downside is that there are no ties, and I honestly just could not imagine doing that for the bed I sleep in every single day. It would be so irritating because the duvet would be at the bottom of the bed and I'd be at the top of the bed shivering. It would be a whole thing, and I would just like to avoid it. So if you're gonna get this, you're gonna have to sew your own ties in there, so that may be a deterrent. Now, IKEA has released a new towel. They have this new bath sheet for $12.99 per one towel. So I'm actually a huge fan of IKEA towels. They are extremely absorbent. Fun fact about me, my college apartment literally never stopped flooding, and the way I was able to prevent a lot of those floods from damaging my apartment was via IKEA towels. So IKEA, sponsor me. But what I really love about these bath sheets is they have the waffled look, and waffling is so sophisticated. You see this in the luxury hotels when you stay in them all of the time. I will say it is not the most absorbent towel in the world, this particular one. The other standard IKEA towels are, so that might be a bad element to this. And it also comes in a mustard color or a yellow color as well. Not necessarily color I would choose for my own home, but if you're trying to make your bathroom look a little bit more vibrant, this may be a product for you. Okay, we are moving on to a product that is going to kind of get the ugly. There's a caveat to it though. So next we have this cushion cover. This is IKEA's new take on the down alternative cushion cover. I believe it is $14. And so we're putting this up against that down feather one that we love from IKEA. The downside about this is that it only has a bad review so far. That's the downside to it, and it's not actually down, which is fine. I think that it is way more plush than IKEA's other down alternative pillow. I do think that there is still some room for improvement here, but I do really appreciate that it doesn't have a scent to it and none of the filling is kind of spilling out, but they're kind of selling out like wildfire. It was hard for us to find a few in the store, so give it a try. Just be sure to manage your expectations because down alternative and down are kind of like comparing apples and oranges in my opinion. Now this one is an ugly. Unfortunately, we have this new rug which is $80, and IKEA has had like this classic like oriental inspired rug for a long time that's kind of like a burgundy with yellow, and this is just kind of like a play on that, right? So this is predominantly blue, which there's nothing wrong with that. I just think it's more of a jewel tone blue that I just don't think translates quite as well. I much so prefer like their deep red or their burgundy rendition of this. I do appreciate that they're coming out with a lot more different styles of rugs because IKEA is catering now to more people besides people who are just into Scandinavian design, so I do appreciate that. This is just sort of a miss for me. But throughout today's video, let me know down in the comments, are you loving these products, or are they good? Are they bad? Are they ugly? I want to know what you think. Now, IKEA does have some newer contemporary rugs, and unfortunately, I couldn't find any of these online, so I'm sharing them with you up on the screen here. I'm loving the pattern. I'm loving the texture. I don't love how small they are, and I think that they do get very pricey depending upon which one you were looking at. I think IKEA sometimes they have really, really affordable products, and then they'll just put like a $350 price tag on something, and I'm like, how did we get from $15 to $350? I think I missed the memo, but I do love the looks of these. Would I probably go to Rugs USA instead? Yes, but if you only have an IKEA nearby, these are worth looking at. Next, we have this rattan basket for $10. It's just new to the collection, so I wanted to talk about it. It's a rattan basket. I wouldn't say that there's anything necessarily to write home about with this. What I've experienced with IKEA rattan before is that it can kind of break off and really hurt when you like walk past it or you put your hand on the basket. That's happened to me. Maybe I'm just clumsy, but I think it's a fine basket. It has a $10 price tag, so it really depends on what type of organization system you like to come up with. Now, there is a basket that I do love. love. This basket is $13.49. It comes in 2 sizes and it is the light bamboo color. And I love that it is a light bamboo color. I feel like baskets always have a way too yellow undertone, and I don't think that that is what's happening here. I think this will look great in a bathroom, in a pantry, really anywhere in the home. I just think this is a really good basket, and I'm so happy to see this in Ikea's new collection. Ikea is always coming up with new storage items, and I said this in my Ikea under 20 video, but they're really killing it with the storage right now, at least the underbed storage and the shoe storage and all of that stuff. So we have this storage container for $17.99, and it's amazing. Ikea used to only have cardboard and fabric supports kind of in their storage items, but they actually are incorporating metal now. So it really gives you great structure when you're trying to use your organization products. And I love that they're adding prints, they're adding check, they're adding colors, they're making it a little bit more excited. So this is a total yes for me. Ikea is always coming out with new lighting, and they have recently come up with this dimmable lamp for $60. And this lamp is not only dimmable, but it also is a charging lamp. So I think that that's cool. It will work with like your Apple Watch or your phone, which is a really nice idea. This lamp really only comes in a teal color, so if that's not in your color palette, I'm really not sure what to tell you there. I think you could like upcycle it a little bit with some paint if you wanted to. It's fine. It's not the best looking lamp, but I do love that it holds so much utility. Another small lamp from Ikea that I love is this one for $65. And this one is actually, it looks like it's a collaboration with Spotify. And I am a Spotify fan. Okay, you guys, do you use Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal? I don't know what the other ones are called. Which one do you use? Let me know down in the comments. But I love this. This is a collaboration with Spotify, and this is an outdoor lamp. So you can actually have a USB plug to recharge it so you can use it outside and jam with your friends. It comes in a blue, it comes in a gray. The con to this though is that the USB charging adapter is not included. And I think Ikea always does that, and they don't really make it clear in the store. So you're like, woohoo, I got this new thing. And then you get home and you're like, I can't. And it's so annoying, but I do like this. I like the idea of it. It kind of looks like a lantern, which I think is a very cute touch. If you have been to Ikea recently, you know that they have speakers now. They have this whole collection of speakers, and it seemed like they were inspired by the Frame TV, because now they sell these frames to go over top of your speakers to hide them. And I believe that they are $21. There are 5 different art pieces for you to choose from, and basically it just sits on top of that speaker and helps it blend in. So you can put it in with a gallery wall or whatever it is you want to do. What I will say is that the cord hiding mechanism on this, it's very apparent that something is plugged in. I think you're going to have to finesse it, maybe hide it behind a table or something, or paint that cord cover, but it's very apparent that something is plugged in. But I love the idea here. I think we could workshop it a little bit more, but what I love is that these panels are so affordable that if you bought one and you wanted to paint over it and kind of make it your own, I think you could do that too. Now this one I'm including because it made me happy. So Ikea has recently started selling GU10 light bulbs, and you're like, why does that matter? Because GU10 light bulbs are light bulbs that are frequently used in track lighting, and they are ridiculously difficult to find like out and about. You always have to order them, but they sell them now. You get a pack for $4.99. I was really happy because they're like 5 light bulbs out in my home right now, and now I have them for Ikea, and they're super affordable. And of course they are dimmable, which is a nice feature to have in any light bulb. Next we have this throw for $60, and I know $60 is a lot of money for a throw, but it is actually really big. You can use it as a throw, but you honestly could use it as a bedspread. It's gray, it has texture, it has tassels, it's giving luxury, but from Ikea, and you know that that's what we are all about. Now this next item has to go in the bad category. It's not ugly, it just isn't gonna work for everywhere. It is this rug for $40. Now I love the price tag, but it's really giving nursery to me. It's giving like Mary Had a Little Lamb, right? It just seems very young. I think it would be amazing in a nursery or a kid's room, but it's not something meant for the living room, and that's just kind of how they displayed it. It looks kind of like little like stepping stones or something like that. Nursery, fantastic. You don't bring it home unless you got kids. Sorry, Ikea. I am so excited about this one. This is a pendant lamp for $90. This is a part of a lighting collection Ikea has had forever. I love these pendant lights. I think that they are so sleek, they're so sophisticated looking, and they're super easy to install. They come in both black and white. They are the luxe look for less, and they're $90. And I know you're like, that's a pretty penny, but pendants sometimes can cost upwards of $250. So I really do love these ones. Okay, you guys, that is it for today's video. Those were 22 new products at Ikea in fall 2022. What products did you love? What products did you hate? I really want to know. And what products made you want to get in your car and drive all the way to Ikea right now, even though it's the middle of the night? Let me know down in the comments. This was such a fun video to film, and let me know if you want to see another. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.